How can you stay present when you're with your partner, your family, and your friends? This is a very common question, and most people find it very difficult, very challenging to be with their partner, their family, and their friends during this awakening adventure. And this is because these relationships become very painful. The relationship itself is not painful, but the relationship is really triggering the pain that's within you. This pain is unconscious. You're not aware of the pain within yourself. So your partner, your family, your friends seem to be triggering you. They're triggering the pain. This triggering you may be aware of. It's typically experienced as frustration, irritation, anger, annoyance. These are really the signs and symptoms of a deeper pain within, something that you are avoiding. We tend to avoid these difficult and challenging relationships, such as avoiding family get-togethers, being with family over the holidays, avoiding your partner, avoiding some friends, because they are triggering this pain within us. It's very uncomfortable to be around these people because they're so triggering. They're triggering the pain within. And this is really something not to run from. The tendency is to run away from these relationships, to avoid these relationships. But I urge you not to. Instead of trying to escape the pain, you embrace the pain. So you see that these relationships actually act as a catalyst to your awakening. They sort of speed up the process. You become aware of this pain within yourself. And instead of avoiding the pain, you're now embracing the pain. So something that's very practical and effective when trying to stay present with your partner, your family, your friends, is actually being aware of the body when you're around these people. So we typically escape the body when we're around these people because we're trying to avoid the pain. Pain is felt in the body. So instead of escaping what is, leaving you feeling like you're not present, or you fall unconscious, or you're sort of experiencing a trance state, daydreaming. Instead of that, put the attention on the body. Be aware of the sensation of the body when you're around these people. And you'll find that when you are being triggered, which you will inevitably be, you're now aware of the trigger and you're aware of the pain. And you simply are just allowing the pain to arise within yourself. And you're feeling it. Feeling is healing. So you're feeling this pain fully. And you'll see that over time, there's less pain within you because you're feeling it fully. You're no longer avoiding it, and you're feeling it. So the more you're feeling this pain within yourself, you find that actually being around these people, there's less triggering, there's less irritation, there's less frustration, there's less anger, there's less annoyance, because you're feeling this underlying pain. These feelings of irritation, frustration, annoyance, anger are very superficial. They are what I call an emotional reaction. These relationships are difficult because there's so much emotional reactivity. This emotional reactivity is really the unconscious aspects of yourself playing out. There's a sort of interplay in our relationships. And as you're becoming more and more aware of these unconscious aspects of yourself, this unconscious activity, then you see that you're actually less reactive in these relationships. They're no longer triggering. They're no longer painful. You'll find that there's more harmony that's being experienced in your relationships the more you're able to be present to what is. Instead of escaping what is, you're simply being with what is. And feeling is a result of being with what is. This feeling is natural. It's not something that you have to do. You have to do something to avoid feeling this pain. You have to try and run from it, push it away, escape it, avoid it. And that's simply what you're stopping. You're not doing that anymore. So you feel this pain that arises within you when you're around your partner, your family, your friends. And these relationships are then harmonized. You're no longer trying to avoid people because you're no longer avoiding yourself. You're meeting yourself fully. So these relationships that appear to be very difficult and challenging, they are. I'm not going to downplay it. This is the most difficult part of the awakening journey, is these close relationships, because this is really where we have a strong sense of self. This is really, at the root of this is identity. So it's these close relationships that are the most challenging, the most difficult, but they also offer the greatest opportunity for growth, the greatest opportunity for going beyond the pain and experiencing your true nature, and ultimately living as your true nature in the midst of daily living. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you want to dive deeper into this topic, we will touch on this in our upcoming retreat, Meditation Mastery, specifically when we talk about integrating meditation and daily living. And we'll also come back to this topic in a retreat later on. Not too sure when it will be offered, but the retreat is all about relationships retreat, and we'll dive deep in on this subject, this topic. So hopefully you enjoyed this. You can find out more information about those two upcoming retreats in Truth Community. I'll post the link in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video.